Actually, no, I don't think what I'm talking about is so unrealistic. I mean, take The Walking Dead, for example. There's hundreds of thousands of people showed out to have prosthetics put on them and wander around like mindless zombies. You don't think they can get like 10,000 of those people who are probably already pretty satanic on their own without a little push? Do shit like this? Take over a whole fucking town? Go ahead and break it down from the beginning. I started noticing one thing. Like, nobody will talk to me. Nobody. And then out of the blue, there'll be some, like, random, overly positive projecting and doing the positive thing. So after I talked to a bunch of them a few times, I started realizing the pattern, because as I put in another video, they can only lie to me so much. They eventually have to tell me the truth, otherwise I'm going to call them out for just bald-faced lying to me. So when I ask them different, little feeler questions, one question that I do tend to ask these people that will willingly talk to me with the personality is, when'd you get to Lompoc? And every last one of them, we're talking like 30 people, moved here at the end of 2016, the beginning of 2017. Right around the time I started complaining on Facebook that it felt like the entire town was being illuminated. And here we have it. There's all these houses along Riverside Drive overlooking the riverbed. Every last one of them is a snarky, evil, but positive. We don't know what he's talking about, bro. Yay. They like that outwardly, but inwardly, worse than gremlins. So I haven't even been down here less than 30 minutes, and the same weird shit is starting up. I should have took a camera video of that guy, but I never know what the right or wrong step is. When I left this riverbed, there was some generic looking white guy, black hair, with a black mask. He was just acting awkward. He had this little claw in a bag and he was picking up trash all by himself. To think the second I got in that taxi and went over to the hotel, he went over to his car, put on some clothes that kind of looked like mine, and I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but those kids are like projecting, like they're bossing some bitch around. And they sound like they're on bikes with training wheels, but they're shouting the most inappropriate crap. And then out of the blue, I'll hear like an actual cry of agony off in the distance, and then these knuckleheads on the bike trail will get twice as loud. Fuck. So it makes me wonder, back to the people who are actually studying this program. If you don't know what's going on, you're just like, this is the first video you're watching of me, go away. I don't have time for you. But it makes me wonder, it's like so gut-wrenching to think how many like Tom Hollands and Eminems and different celebrities showed up here to help me, and they inadvertently helped the tweakers instead. So I'm really starting to boil down on that scenario. There's a certain celebrity, the first one back in 2016, came looking for me, as I've put on many a videos. When you're the real thing, you cause people to second guess. You cause them to hesitate. The butterflies in the stomach, the cold feet. For whatever reason, the moxie of moxies, the queen of fucking queens, Salt Smith, Maleficent, she just could not utter the word hello. She could laugh, she could giggle, she could do all this like weird introverted cosplay crap. But when it came down to initiating a conversation, the only people she could do it with were tweakers and gremlins. I think with a little bit of help from people at her own table, they tied her shoelaces together and pushed her into Vormir. And now, no matter what I do, she only sees the people who tortured her. Whether she's alive or dead, it doesn't matter. She's acting like a belligerent aloof. So, safe to say, they've been using that one instance to get all the other celebrities to back them up into helping them. And for like 4.5 years, nobody can figure out how I'm pulling off all kinds of crime when I'm telling you. Maybe they're just waiting for me to be out of the area so they can do it. You're not listening. You don't care. smarter, not harder. It doesn't matter. It's literally being the light. It's when you're actually the light of Zartha, when you're the galaxy around Orion's belt. Everybody overlooks you. They look at everything else first. They look at the cockroaches, they look at the bugs, they look at the weird morgue lady. But nobody wants to look at the tiger with the fucking universe around his neck. Weird as shit. I'm not going along with the script that I heal to people. I'm not going to dress up as a girl. I'm not performing tricks for you people when you can't utter a word. One thing that I've been waiting on for 5 years, whether it's here or in a hotel or out in the parking lot, is a woman's voice that I recognize saying, "Yo, come here, you idiot." Even if it's just to chastise me and explain what's actually going on. The fact that you people refuse to do something so simple in all of this grand catastrophe chaotic shit, and all I had to do was load a flare gun and pop it off into the sky and ask for a conversation. Notice how the awkward voices you heard on the bike trail before, I talk about catching the awkward voices on camera, and now children that should be playing like normal children and hollering out no matter what they hear, now they're all of a sudden quiet. But it doesn't matter, dude. I made a fucking Instagram thread where you can hear a girl screaming in the background, "Get off of me, it hurts." The cops showed up, talked to the drug addicts, and then left. Wow. Like, I'm fucking stuck, man. More and more, it's starting to feel like this is limbo. I was ranting out loud earlier. It really is like this is some kind of false earth. The whole rapture and Jesus taking the saints off planet to go make a new, better home, that already happened. This is the second death. This is limbo. This sucks. This sucks a lot.